If you are seeing white on my eyes, it is, or this eye, it is because I've had a pimple for the past 2 days that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm being proactive. No pun intended. I'm being proactive at this point. No pun intended. This is actually Neutrogena. Um, so if y'all know, I made a review. I reviewed Joe Budden's review on Lucky Daye's album Algorithm. Um, as he should have, he reviewed it again, took some time to listen to it. If you want, you can go back and listen to what I said. It'll be, I'm going to suggest that it be one of the next videos that you watch or whatever it is. But I reviewed it already. I reviewed his review. And so we just going to review what he said because I think that should, you know me, I got to do my due diligence. If he talks about it again, then I got to review it. And then I saw D Mile. If that's the real D Mile, that's probably really D Mile in my comments. He said, "Hey, did you see that he reviewed it again?" So I'm at it at the pseudo request of D Mile. So here we go. Who added me to a group on Instagram?
That shit is foul.
People didn't talk about it.
I want to revisit my Lucky Daye take from last podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
please do.
Same.
That album's fire.
Everyone, I think, needs to.
Yeah. There's a song you fuck to.
Everyone needs to revisit their take. No, maybe everyone there needs to revisit their take. You could tell a lot of, I don't even think Imani was there. I don't think Imani was there to have a take on it. So yeah, maybe because I was like, man, we need somebody who actually does R&B to sit and talk to them about this, because it was just completely out of line.
There's a couple songs you can find.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Top.
Now,
Like I said, last review. That's what you're gonna call it, last review.
this is what happened for me,
Expectations.
which I hate. I'm gonna get to that portion of my take, but the
Joe, please wear shoes, like closed-toed shoes at all times.
songs that I purchased from him when I purchased the album didn't play when I let the album play.
It matters not. It matters not. Well, maybe it matters in succession with the album, right? And that's what I did. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You reviewing this man, you reviewing Lucky Daye like he's one of these newer artists who don't make albums, they make. He didn't listen to it as an album, which it is. You got to give Lucky Daye the credence of a person that is actually an artist. Lucky Daye is not a young man. For all intents and purposes, he's not a young man. He's at least, I think he's 37, 38 years old. And he comes from that cloth. He comes from that cloth of people that were actually making albums. That's where he comes from. So to oh yeah, I bought a few songs and now I'm listening to this and da 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 da. Like that doesn't, why would you even do that? I'm making sure if I'm playing an album, I'm making sure, okay, I got all the songs right here. Okay, 14 tracks. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm doing that due diligence as a podcaster, as a person that's going to review the album. I'm doing that. Maybe not as a fan who ain't going to give a take, who's just going to be, I'm going to listen to it when I listen to it, but I'm not actually going to be able to share my experiences and my thoughts with the world. I don't have to do that due diligence, but I have to do that if I'm a podcaster and my voice goes out to the whole world. I know that the artist is actually going to hear it. I'm going to make sure of that. Come on.
So
and I think you're lying.
Track 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wasn't there.
So you heard. So don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. You're lying, bro. The album is 14 tracks. So you saying you looked at you looked at the album and you saw that it was only 11 tracks. I think you would have had an issue with that. You would have had an issue with that.
So over the weekend, I hit the Show Complete album button.
So you reviewed it and then you know that there's a show complete album button, and you just now hitting it over the weekend after you do your take on Friday. This was premature. You shouldn't have said anything. If that's the case, you should not have said anything. If you know that you haven't done your due diligence.
And let it play.
As you should have the first time. And yes, I'm going to cut this off multiple times. If this is your first time seeing me, I appreciate you for watching. I'm going to cut this off multiple times. If you want to see Joe Budden's review, go to Joe Budden's page. That's not me being mean or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you want to see his stuff, go to him. If you watching me, you watching me.
God damn. That album.
That should have been your reaction from Gate.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
I mapped this one out. Go
That
ahead.
album is.
The album
Joe
is,
don't like no fucking experimental shit. We give him a little bit, he's gonna love that shit.
and I hate that they call it experimental
because,
still.
right? Like,
it's not.
the 3 songs is missing out my shit, and then on release day, I'm such a Lucky Day fan that I'm hitting the shit, I'm listening. All right, I'm hitting the shit, I'm listening. But when you just let it play and go on the journey that he intended you to go on.
How about that?
That last song, he was trying to get a Purple Rain out.
Imagine that.
Mhm.
Imagine that.
Nigga, you missed the guitar solo in the record.
Is that the Diamond and Chill song?
Whatever the last song was.
Yeah.
That
Whatever the last song was, where that he just
Yes.
stopped early. Oh shit! That what he did, amazing. I have no problem with if somebody's gonna go different, it being like some really, really, really amazing shit. So
I really hate that they calling it like like this is what I would expect from him at this stage in his career. You know what I mean? Like it's more guitar. So what?
I apologize
Different.
to Lucky Day.
If that's all it takes for y'all to call something alternative, and if that's all it takes for y'all to call something different, what kind of world are we living in?
Phenomenal project. I still would have liked a little more to fuck to.
And that's my take on the album. That's what I love about the album. That, I mean, first of all, you have a bevy of music in this whole world that you could have had intercourse to, bro. Like, and I think it's weird that I want to have more music from this person to have sex to. That's kind of crazy to me. Just make a playlist at the very least. Just make a playlist, dog, like of music that you have sex with, sex to. Like, I'm not like when I'm married and when I have my wife, I'm not making a playlist of oh man, I gotta have this dude in my playlist. I gotta have this dude in my sex playlist. That's freaking nuts. I'm listening to music to listen to music, bro. And whatever that person gives me, I'm taking the good stuff from it and I'm playing that ultimately. I'm playing that over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's gotta have this type of, it's gotta have this song for me to have intercourse to. It's kind of crazy, yo.
I wouldn't, but there is
That's
something
weird.
on there too. Fuck.
I'll fuck to some guitar.
It's track number 4.
No, that whole
Let me
whole
go to
album
my
is
Lucky
amazing.
Day album. My Lucky Day album.
Hurricane.
Pin into top. Pin into top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that wasn't there for me originally. Even now, track 2 ain't there. I got to hit complete album. Let me see.
You said that
Blame
you
me
hit
into
complete album
indifferent.
before.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Algorithm into
I
blame
love
into
Algorithm.
thinking.
First of all, y'all still looking at it differently. The whole album flows. The whole album flows. Literally, the last track of the, if you play it and then you play it again. So the last track ends, I think it's Diamonds and Teal or something like that. You play that last track ends. You hit play again, or you got it on repeat. The album literally sounds like it never ends. Because track 14 goes back into track 1. Albums that have consistency, continuity, albums that flow from one track into another, that is an album. This is not a playlist. It's an album.
Yes.
Fire.
Actually, it's pin top algorithm blame. Think
It's
different.
the
He
whole
bugged
album.
out.
The album is fire.
It's the whole album that does that.
For me,
I don't like-
the one
I don't
that
like the
was super
paralyzed-
Anderson.
Imagine it.
Yes.
Imagine an album sounding like an album. This is so freaking tone deaf still. I'm getting upset again. I'm glad you like the album because I just wouldn't even like listen to your musical opinion anymore. But it's an album. So an album, imagine an album sounding like an album in 2024.
was cool. It sounds like he was writing that for him. And
It was another joint though. Is it Paralyzed or something? Or
oh nah,
come on, fam.
This is when him and Shorty was talking that shit. I thought they was trying to folk music me out too, but when you start listening to them, they talking about they get into it.
It just threw me off from the whole vibe of the project, but it's
that's right. I love it.
I'm slowing it down now. We're coming to the end of the album. I'm going on a decline. Now there's a lot of albums that they ramp you up, and it like, you know, the tempo of the song might start mid-tempo, then they go high, and then they go low, and then they go high or low or mid-tempo again. That is something about this project that was kind of interesting, but I was kind of glad of like, okay, we're starting off here, we're starting off high, and then we kind of do this. We kind of descend, and that's fine for me, right? As long as there's some continuation, as long as there's something, as long as there's some sort of rhythm to it, I can understand the flow of the album going the way in which it's going, right? And so that's track parallel. I think, no, that's like track 11 or 12. I think that's track 12. And so it's on the decent. The album is ending.
I'm hearing Lucky Daye do Daniel Caesar.
So it didn't break up the flow for me.
I'm mad.
And I'm tired of y'all saying that different artists sound like different artists. How about I'm doing me and music is just music? How about this is the type of style of music that I'm trying to do? I don't sound like Daniel Caesar. Stop it.
They ended Daniel Caesar. His last album was great.
I'm mad that they made That's You a single.
He did not end him.
Why are you mad?
He supported
they made, I want to hear more about that. Like, y'all talking about whatever. Y'all talking about Daniel Caesar. This ain't the time for that. Why are you upset that they made That's You a single? That's adult radio. That's adult R&B right there. I love that they made that a single. What I wish is that they had multiple stuff as singles, like playing consecutively, like you know what I mean, simultaneously. I wish he would have dropped. I think he's got 2 songs out, because I know he put out Hurricane, That's You, and what's my song? And I need you. Soft I think is out as well. So I love that they put 2 songs out, 2 or 3 songs out, just to get you going. So that lets you know where the album is headed already. The singles should have let you know where the album was headed.
The nigga jumped out and said, yeah, basically, I dare you to do something almost.
You know how many niggas support white girls?
Don't care about Daniel Caesar, bro.
This is it right here.
Oh shit, nah. He was about to go.
That's me,
Lucky Daye, man. Lucky Daye. You did it.
You can say you're bad.
My bad.
That's it.
I apologize.
That's
wow.
it.
Wow. And wow. And you know why it's wow? Because he did so great. I know he's gonna give me an EP of music to fuck to. He is. He's gonna come right back on the deluxe and add something for you.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so many sex songs out here in this world, bro. But I need to hear one from Lucky Daye.
It's fucking
that is weird.
But I see what he did.
That's weird.
He put the whole picture together. He put the picture together.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
What else do I have here that's important?
Now that's over. That's it for me. If you like this video, if you like my take, I appreciate it. If you don't, I'm sorry, it is what it is. But if you do, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to your boy. I plan on dropping way more. As you can see, this past week, I've dropped more than I have in a very long time. So I continue to keep that up. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your comments. If you like it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. I respect both. Grace and peace. Bailey, Daddy loves you.